Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is, or it will be when you see this, a Thursday, which means it's time for the Memory of Meadows project kit that I'm doing for Tanya at Tatty Treasure and Nanine at Collage Type, and I'm doing it every Thursday. I think this is the third, or it could be the fourth. It's the third or the fourth Thursday. So if you haven't seen the others, you know, pop back and have a look. They were interesting. We made lots of lovely things just with one small project kit. So we've got hinged big tag. We've just got one big tag. We have got I didn't fasten that one back up again, did I? So a tri-fold booklet with tags and journal space. We have got, I think that's another one of those, isn't it? Oh no, that was what we made last week. That was the other one of those. That was the first one. So I made one off camera and then made one on. Oh no, that was a flippy floppy. Yeah, so it folded one way. Flip flop journal they called it. Anyway, we made that. We made this to go on the topper of a journal with a belly band and envelope and all sorts of lovely things in it, and it goes on the front of a, did I say an envelope? I meant a journal, a journal topper, just like this one does. That one's just a bit more decorated at the moment. So today we are going to be making this one. So it's like a tag booklet, so an actual tag booklet, so a booklet full of tags basically. And Tanya reminded me, because I printed the kit, oh, have I printed it out somewhere? Yeah, got one ready to go here. Let me move all this off. Tanya reminded me that she has a freebie, and I have had this a while, with a similar folio in it, but smaller. So it would fit in as a nice small page, wouldn't it? So I believe, yeah, it's Sage and Willow, so it's from, or the kit that matches it is on the Nanine at Collage Type's Etsy store under Sage and Willow, but Willow, but this is only available as one of Tanya's freebies. Tanya, who is Tatty Treasure. So I think I said last time about, you know, gather all the freebies you can, because you know, they go with the kits you're making, and you can use them so many different ways and so many times. You know, if you got this and made the you know, the little folio as the instructions said originally, now there's 1,000 other things you can do with it. So print it off again, and if not, you know, join either Tatty Treasure and Friends Facebook group, or Tanya's Buy Me a Coffee, which I think is where it is, or there are a lot on her Patreon site as well, a lot of freebies on her Patreon. So they're definitely worth having. Use them over and over again. Okay, I cut that out while I was gossiping. I think I've got another one somewhere. I'm sure I have. Yes, it's here. Is that one I've just cut out? No. So I've got two. They're slightly different colours because I printed over the top of that one accidentally with the backing paper, but thankfully it was a really light backing paper, so you can't tell. And then the tag, there was a tag with it. I just backed onto a piece of my coffee dyed. I think it's Cath Kidston colouring book paper. Yeah, it is. So I just, because I thought if we're making a tag booklet, we might as well use any tags that are spare. And the pockets that the tags go in, I just quickly stuck onto some book page just to make them a bit thicker, because I'd only printed it out on not copy paper, but not very thick paper. Okay, so I've got those cut out. Oh no, they go up there. They don't stick together, Denise. Yeah, so there's a couple when we're ready to start putting tags in. But I did say that I would show you how I cut round the original cover to make the first inside page. So I'm going to do that. But some of the tags are on. That's it. I'll get rid of all that now. That's all the housekeeping done. If only all the housework was done, we'd be laughing. Okay, so I've got one of those freebies cut out. I've got a tag and 2 pockets that came with the freebie. but I've got this, which is the actual, from the actual kit, the front page from the kit. I have also got, I've also had and lost this piece here. Somebody's stolen it from me. Never mind, I've got another one. I've got a spare one, I think. Well, I've got this one, which is the other the other collage piece in the kit. Yeah, that other one will probably turn up once I start using this, won't it? And that's I think that might be from the Memory of Meadows planner kit. Just thought that might make a page. So we've got this, and what goes in it is, in the centre, one of these, which is just a piece of this folded in half. So a piece of the collage paper folded in half and cut to size. Oops, I was going to roller it then. Strange. Just to make these middle pockets that I've got the postcards in. And then I just had a page of that. So I'll show you how to cut a page of that, and then we'll have a page of this inside it as well. We'll just choose one. So, and then we'll get some decorating done. So just get another piece of paper. I think I'm going to use this time, no, not that. I might use this grid one, which is from also Memory of the Meadows. I think it might be from the planner kit as well. Oh, it's got something on the back. That's no good. I need my back seeable. Right, that's also got something on the back, but I think I will miss it. Yeah. So all I did was draw around it, and I've got some lines there I can go by, so that's good. Let me get my pencil. I just drew around it, and then I cut inside it freehand. About, what did I do, about ½ centimetre, something like that, but of course it doesn't matter what size you do it. Now what I did say, and I said I might do, but I forgot until now, is what you could do is print it again, like 75% of its size or something like that. Then you could just cut it out its proper size, or use it for a template, whatever. So I've got those lines there, so I'm thinking if I just go inside one line that way and one line that way, and cut it off all the way. That's it. Just move this out of my way, otherwise I'll end up. And then using the big scissors, about the same inside, just kind of let it follow. It doesn't matter if it's exact or not. Well, it doesn't matter to me. If it matters to you, you could draw it again, you know, with a pencil, and then adjust. I'll just cut that off because it's fighting me. That's it. In fact, I might start this side now. The less paper that's fighting me, the better. And I don't profess to be any good at this. I'm not particularly. You can round it off a bit more once you've cut it out, but this is basically what I did. I think it was a while ago that I did it. I might have just moved it down actually, now I'm thinking about it. Oh, cut into that, Denise, you little vagabond. There we go. Yeah, I maybe just moved it down a bit like that and cut. No, because the dimensions would be all off, wouldn't they? Okay, and then smaller up here, so I'll go by that line there. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad in there. Now what I need to do is score the middle, and then I can work out where my bend is going to be. So where's the little, there it is. So it needs to be the same. What did we say? 2. So if I start, needs to be in line with that, doesn't it? I was a bit gung-ho then. Needs to be in line with that, just inside it. Go with that one then. I know you probably can't see. I apologise. I've just got to. And then was it 2? 1, 2, then we was in the third. So that one. 1, 2 in the third. That's not very straight. We're going with that one. Let's go with that one. It needs to be thinner, doesn't it, than what it's going into. Let's see. Oh, don't be like that. Of course, this is just cream card on the back. It's not double printed. That doesn't faze me either. Decorate it if I wanted. Could stencil it if I wanted. Right, now all we need to do, ow, I trapped my finger there. Let's make sure that that sits in that, and if it does, we're sorted. It does. That sits in there lovely. Yep, that one's a bit of a strange shape there, so I can now kind of make them even because they're not quite. Can't exactly lay them flat because the spine. Yeah, but I've definitely cut one a lot bigger than the other, so we'll remedy that. Oops, don't cut into both. I am doing, but at least they're both at the same size. Okay, so they're a bit more equal. Yep, they both fit in fine. And then we're going to have this one, aren't we? So let's score this as well. I think I might be able to just, because it's paper, fold that one by hand. And it's smaller in size so that it should fit in. I haven't measured it, but I'm assuming. Yeah, and it goes. Now this one, what is this like in relation to that? Oh, it is shorter, so that can go there, that can go there, and this one can go in the middle, and we're fine. I might have that. Oh no, I won't. I was going to say with the pattern inside, but it's going to have this lovely pattern inside, isn't it? So let's just chop it down a little bit because there's too much to be working with there. Just that little bit there. Well, some of it's bound to be upside down, isn't it, because we're turning it over. There's nothing we can do about that really, but let's see what we want size wise roughly. About there. Yep, lovely. I've got a nice piece of scrap to either make tags or pockets or, oh goodness knows what with. Oh, I need to take that top bit off because it's got some cream on it. Level, not quite. Let's make it level, and that's better. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to ink round everything now. Oh no, I need to put a. Now I'm wondering if I even need a gusset in there. Well, I do a little bit, but it doesn't have to be. It could maybe just be one. So what do we like size wise? We are 19.5. Of course we are. It would have to be awkward. So half of, or we could have the half as a gusset, couldn't we? So half of 19. Yeah, repeated myself then, is 9.5, isn't it? Yeah. Don't know why I've got that. I need a scorer. Oh, look what I found here, the piece that I had folded up. I said I'd find it, didn't I? Well, I'm losing my marbles. Have I got another one? I have. 9.5 is there. So let's do that one first. Because I'm going through two, you know, folded sheets. It might not be showing very well on the bottom. Yeah, it's not bad. Then let's see what 9.5 that way brings us to. Yeah, that one, lovely. so it did end up with a smaller spine, I suppose it is, isn't it? It's not a, I suppose it is a gusset or spine, whichever you prefer. Just put those in nice and secure. That's it. And then I want to divot. Which way up are we having you? That way? Yeah, I can soon put something over that if it annoys me. I'm just going to have a divot on the inside of them, so I'm going to fold it that way and try and keep it central. That's it. Just, oh, it's stuck in there. Come out. Captured. And then fold it back that way. Yep, I like it. Did I print on the other side of that one? Yes, I think I did. So when I first printed the kit out, I did a few pieces, and you know, I got it all ready, and I printed on both sides of the pieces that I knew were going to be double-sided. So for me, the beauty of using the cream card is if you don't, it's still pretty paper. I don't know, something about bright white card that screams unfinished to me, but cream paper, you know, that I quite like that. You may be different. But I mean, I do like it printed on the inside, don't get me wrong, if I'd have thought about it and done it in advance. Yeah, so we've got our centrepiece. We've got an extra piece. That isn't it, because I folded it. That must be it. Make sure that's in the right way up, that centrepiece. If you want to put something in, yeah, that just fits nice in there. It is wider than it though. Does that bother me? I think maybe we'll have it on the outside. It does bother me. Yeah, that's better. It did. Oh, now will that gusset fit in there? That's the question. Let's see. I think maybe just because it's paper, it can be persuaded. Yeah, I don't want to make those too small. You know, I could chop it down, but I don't want to make it too small for a tag to go in. So we need to ink this one. Of course, you don't have to ink if you're not an inker. If you don't come from Peru, is that where inkers come from? I think it is. Going back to junior school geography there for me. I remember a lesson or two about Incas and Peru and all the beautiful clothing and fabric, and one of the things you remember. There we go. So you're inked. Did we ink you on the outside? I can't remember. Can ink it when it's put together. Most of it. Obviously I wouldn't be able to that centrepiece because it would be glued, but yeah, I think we'll make that fit in there. And then where's one I cut around why you need gluing? And I think I might stencil in this one because it's quite a big piece, isn't it? I know it's going to have a tag at the bottom, pocket and tag at the bottom somewhere, but it will need a bit of something, I feel. So let's do that. Good old swirl still here in my drawer, or flourish I think it is. And I've got some green somewhere. Just a bit of a stretch. Come here, thank you. Oh, Cracked pistachio. That's quite a bright green. I've got a darker one I have. What's this? Rustic Wilderness, that's more like it. Sorry for the noise, I'm sure that was very loud now I think about it, because it's right next to my microphone. Okay, what shall we have? Shall we have the flourish? Whoopsie. Oh yes. And we have a different part of it on this one. Oh, I don't know how much of down here is going to show, but we'll just do an edge or two in case. Lovely, quick job. That goes in there, that goes up there, and that goes in there. Okay, right, where's my little build? Let's move stuff aside that we're not using, that's it. In there. Oh, we need to ink the outside of that now. I suppose I'm rushing it a little bit, or I feel like I am, I don't know. I don't know why I am, to be honest, but I just want to get to the bit where I fill it and play with it. You know, embellish it and what have you. I think that's probably why. Okay. I have to tell you, Neil, bless him, is busy hoovering right through. I'm sure I cut that straight. Now that one's a little bit, don't take too much off, otherwise we're going to end up with nothing. Unless I cut the same one twice, that's quite lightly, quite something I would do. That's better. Yeah, he's busy hoovering through the house, bless him, before he hoovers the car, because he's going back to work on Friday, and he doesn't want me to do it, and I think he knows I will. So he's doing it all from, he started in my room, he's done in here, and I believe he's done our bedroom and the hall stairs and landing, so he's downstairs doing it now. I don't think you can hear him. And then he's going out to do the car, so yeah. Poor old Hoover is working overtime. Right, I'm going to glue it on this, which is what I did last time and I quite liked it. Why are you not? It's warm today, maybe that's why. I've not used it, I've not done any crafting. I've not been in my room and at my table very much at all while Neil's off work, visiting relatives, and well, I don't know what we've been doing. We've been out and about. I've done a little bit of gardening. Of course, I've had the sniffles and what have you, which means I'm not jumping out of bed in the morning and getting on with stuff. You know, often Neil has a lie-in and I get up and right, let's just squash it down. Come on. Are you in? Are you in and folded properly? I have to tell you guys, I'm making this look much harder work than it actually is. That's it. Just a little bit of smushing it around with your finger. Of course, you don't need to glue it in. I could just tie it in with the strings, but this will stop because I'm going to have the weight of the tags and things on it. This will stop the pages actually moving around, and I've got the I've got an extra page in, haven't I? Than I did on the last one as well. So this one should go in fairly easily because it's just paper. Yeah, I think moving it about when it's open is what's moving it. Okay, grabbed, and then just putting the thread through it, just made it that little bit more secure. Quite like the plainishness. I mean, it's not plain, that you probably can't see. It's got very faint grid lines on it. And shall I? Yeah, I'll glue this one up now. Can do it once it's in, but I might as well do it the easy way, hadn't I? It's the hard way. Bit of a wobbly line going on there. Yeah. Well, I do know we went and did a big food shop. Oh my goodness, and I am still in shock from the cost of that. I know I say it all the time and you're probably sick of hearing about it. I just cannot believe how much food is so expensive now. So expensive. I must admit we're eating less. Just probably because I'm buying less, and there's not things in the cupboard calling your name. Like, oh look, we've got some ice cream, or we've got those cakes, or whatever. So maybe it's a good thing, but it's not good for my pocket. Trying to save up for my holidays, and yeah, the supermarket keeps taking anything I save. You know, whereas you used to come out with a trolley, well, you'd definitely come out of Aldi with a trolley full for, well, probably £60. We would, for two of us, £60 at Aldi a few months ago. You know, we would have had, oh, that's a weekly shop. We'd have had lounge. No, now I go and I just buy the very basics, a few bits, and we're spending £75. I'm like, what? How much? I dread to think what it would be to go to one of the big, you know, more expensive supermarkets. We do pop in occasionally for cat food and things like that, and the price is there. You know, I can tell just by looking at how much more expensive than Aldi they are, and of course they have a lot more choice, so you know, you're tempted, aren't you, by a lot more things. But I do like the quality of Aldi food, I have to say, most of it, and prefer some of the things. Like I used to eat cinnamon churros from Aldi, the breakfast cereals. They are lovely, and I didn't know, I presume they're a takeoff. I didn't know that Nestle make them, and I got some from Morrison's one day that were Nestle, and they were 3 times the price, and nothing as nice, nothing like them. Should we go for some pink? We've got a lot of green going on, haven't we? Shall we? There's little pops of pink, look. I'm in love with the sari, you probably gathered. The sari silk, loving using it. I've watched people I mean, I've had pieces of it here and there, but I've watched people, you know, making things and sewing them with the sari silk, and I'm like, I must get some. So I got there in the end. I'm just looking for a needle, bear with me. I'm thinking it might go through better with a needle if I can get a big fat-eyed one. Yeah, that's one. What? Oh, it might be a little bit too big-eyed. That's got a big eye, look. Is it any bigger than that? Oh, it's bigger but not as wide. Don't know what I was saying now. It's gone. That's it with about the sari silk, but yeah, I've got some anyway. So yeah, I tied it on the outside, didn't I? And I think I will, which means I want to start on the outside. Yeah, it'd be pretty that on the outside. Now, do I want anything on there beforehand? I didn't put anything on that one, did I? I mean, the sari's nearly going to cover it anyway, isn't it? No, I don't think I will. So I need my awl. Did I get my awl out? I've just seen my glue there without the lid. Yes, I don't know what else is happening apart from Neil's hoovering up, and and the price of food is shocking. I didn't get it out, did I? No, it's there. What about Simba? I hear you all say Simba is a little monster. Yep, he certainly found his feet. So he likes to get up at 2:30 in the morning. In fact, he demands to get up at 2:30 in the morning. He's become a bit naughty because he's tried jumping on me and I ignore him. He now I don't know if I've told you this before or not. He now jumps on my bedside table and then jumps off onto the floor like a great lump of, I don't know what, like a sack of potatoes. That is a big-eyed Denise. I don't think your hole was big enough. Oh, bigger hole this time, please. Yeah, I'm sure our neighbour must hear him. He jumps and lands with the biggest thump ever, but he keeps doing it until I get up. So he'll get up and jump, bang, then he'll jump back on the bed, walk across onto the bedside table, and jump off onto the floor, bang. It's funny now, it's not funny at 2:30 in the morning. So he's had a bit of a telling off, which he didn't like. He sulked, and he's been shut downstairs. Oh, that was hard work. For a couple of nights, which he definitely didn't like. But he's a very intelligent cat at getting what he wants. So he's worked out that jumping on me, I can ignore him, but the thud on the floor, I cannot ignore. Right, I'm going to put another knot in that, I think, just so it's secure. Yeah, he's a monkey. But that's not the only thing that's making me think what a naughty boy he is. He's still gorgeous, but he, yeah, I've had to go out a few times because I've heard cats swearing and shouting and being mean to each other. And I guess as all parents do, I assumed it wasn't my little baby who was the naughty one. But it is. He's bossy and he won't let anybody else on the fence that belongs to us, or the people behind, or the people to the right, or the people to the left. In fact, the people next door to those as well. So he thinks he owns the fence as far as he can see. And pretty, yeah, if a cat even goes near it, not just gets up on it, but goes near it, because I think it's a bit of a network, you know, for cats to walk. It goes and tells them what for, and if they don't listen to him, he spits and swears. And we haven't had any fights yet, but you know, it was me going out thinking I was rescuing him because he's new, and the cats in the neighbourhood are like, no, we're not having a new cat. No, it's him being naughty. I bet all the cats in the neighbourhood are going, have you met that new one that's moved in? He's a bit of a troublemaker. So I can stop worrying about him anyway, so I can leave him out and go out, because now it's warm weather, we leave the door to the, what is it called? The greenhouse? The inking house. Open, so you know, if it rains or whatever, or if he is scared by anything, he's got a bed in there and he can go in there. And yeah, so now I know he's not bullied. I mean, he might be one day, because there are two very, very large cats. Neil, I can't remember what he said they were now. He told me the name of them. They're a special cat. They're not just your common garden house cat. They're beautiful, but gosh, they're as big as dogs practically. I'm scared of them, you know. Not that they come near. They seem very not docile, but calm. I suppose you can be when you're big, can't you? I don't know if he's encountered them yet. But yeah, I can't see them letting him tell them off, but you never know. I guess you never know. I suppose at some point he'll have to come a cropper, won't he, and meet his match. Okay. So how did I end up with one tag and two of those? I don't know, but I did. But we've got plenty of tags from the kit. So I think we're at the fun bit, don't you? That's it built. Let's get some pockets in it. Right, we've got this one. Oh, I didn't bring my postcards with me. Never mind. There'll be something if I can just get to all my papers and kit pieces. What have I got? Oh, there they are. I've got all sorts. Got all sorts from the Memory of Meadows kit. So we want two big pieces in there. We want pockets. Right. I mean, that's crying out for a pocket. So is that. Let's just remind myself. Also, I left that for writing, that one. So we put a pocket there, and they must have been pockets from the kit. So have I got any? Got an envelope. So these are from other parts of the Memories of the Meadows kit. Oh, I just popped those in because I thought they went really well. That's from, see, I'll get it wrong no matter what. Violet? Is that from you, Violet? Beautiful, isn't it? That'll be nice in there. Let's use it. That was a pocket, wasn't it? An envelope pocket. There are the tags from the kit. Oh, yep, some of them I cut out, some I didn't. Okay. Maybe that little sweetie can go in as well. I think that's from Violet too. Oh, there's some decorating bits from the Memory of the Meadows kits. So are they, so are they. So, I mean, look at those. That is from the year-long planner because it's still attached. Look. They'll be pretty. Don't know if I'll have time to cut those out yet. Oh, papers then. Oh, some over here. For tags and my scraps. Okay. So let's make a pile. Right, papers. So there weren't any pockets, which is what we was looking at. These are scraps to make pockets out of. Of course, making pockets is not tricky, is it? So let's move these booklets off now we've finished looking at those, and those, and you can go there. Right, perhaps you'd take all those scraps out of that, because it would be blinding you maybe. Oh, I've got rid of the wrong one. Did you spot that? So yeah, we definitely want a big pocket front and back, and these are little tiny ones, so those can go on one of the smaller pages. Oh, this is a big one, isn't it? Don't like it on there though. So just looking at my offcuts. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, because I want quite a biggish one in the front, because you can put a big note or a big piece of paper, or so if we go across that there. There was a line, which if it's straight will be good, and a hole. There you are, hiding from me. A thumb hole, that's it. Oh, it's always upsetting when you take a pretty piece out with a thumb hole. I like that piece of text there. Yeah, I'm only using it on the, it is the thicker paper, I think it's 120. Or card if I've printed onto card, but I'm not going to put this onto book page and make it thicker, because I don't want it too bulky. It's going to have, you know, like either just journaling or shopping lists, notes, things like that in it. I don't think it'll have real heavy, you know, tags in it. So I haven't made a gusseted one there. I could have, but I haven't. I think with a nice piece of journaling paper in there, and then some embellishments. How am I doing for time? Ooh, it's flying by. I'll just put that in there for now, in case it sticks. I've got another lovely piece of cut off here. That's a nice piece there. Right, let's have that piece then. See how straight I can cut it freehand. Not too bad, I don't think. It's a bit too tall, that one. It is a bit. So much for my straight line. Now I've got to create another. Yeah, that's better. Of course, this is where you should slow down and have fun. Well, perhaps you should slow down with all of it and have fun, but I'm determined to get some pretties in here before we're done. And I think I said before when I made the notebook one, you could just put square pages in it. It really wouldn't matter. Or you could have them overhanging, you know, so they peek out. That wouldn't matter either. A bit further into the crease there with that one, haven't I? And we've got lots of bits of paper here, haven't we, that can be popped in. So these are just all my scraps at the minute. And I've got a sheet or two at the side of me. So we'll do that. We'll fill the pockets momentarily. Let's fill, and let's put these other pockets in first. So these small two might be nicer. They were part of this kit, weren't they? And I've backed them so they are a little bit stronger actually than the page, but I don't suppose that matters. Just really get them flat, burnish them. Yeah, thinking either side of that. Excuse my tummy if you heard it rumbling then. In fact, it more than rumbled, it groaned. We've just had lunch, so, well, some cottage cheese and some crackers. I did, Neil didn't. Neil would not thank me for cottage cheese and crackers. He, what did he, oh, I had a Cornish pasty. He's a meat and veg chap. Comes from working on the steelworks, I think. I think I told you before he used to eat mammoth plates full of food, and he was as thin as a whippet, but you know, that's manual labour for you, and working outdoors. I think I've noticed so much with Simba when he goes out, even if he's only out for a few hours, when he comes in, it's like, I'm starving, I'm starving. Doesn't matter how much food he's had before he goes out. The minute he comes in, it's like he's been on a 30-mile hike or something. Like, oh, feed me before I pass out. Oops. Oh, we've got all that paper there, look. They're cute. They go quite well, that willow and sage. I went off the edge of the paper there, look, when I... Never mind. It's the border of the paper. Yeah, the sage and willow. Did I say willow and sage? At least I can remember what it is this time. Yeah, it goes really well with this kit, obviously. I'll put you in that one. Yes. And oh, we've got some tags here, so let's find one for the other side while we're at it. I quite like these ones. I don't quite like them, I really like them. Ooh. Little scissors, please. Oh, have I had them all video, my little scissors? Do you know? They're always on my desk. They've got to be here. Well, we'll just have to do it the hard way. Might make me appreciate them more. And look what I'm doing with them. If I can't find them. So these are tags from the project kit number 1. I love this bit. I think I've said it 1,000 times to you now. I love that bit on the top where you can actually label your notes. What's on the back? Yep, it's printed on the back, so that's fine. I think that might be the freebie, one of the Memory of the Meadows freebie sheets. Beautiful. Don't want to look. And yeah, obviously that's crying out maybe for something on it too. So what shall we put in here? We've got these lovely papers. Are any of them double-sided? None. Right, bear with me while I just lift the lid on this great big tub and dig for some papers. Oh, I've got more than I bargained for, but what I'm looking for must already be out. Never mind. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, some of those postcards, look. Hang on, hang on. Yes, those. I did like those in that other one, so I'm pleased. Okay, I'll tell you what kit they're from. They are from Kit 3, Elements for the Journal. So that will be the one that is in Amin's shop, who is Collage Type. It's on white. The ones I used were on cream, but never mind. Yeah, of the main kits. And which reminds me, the main kits are on sale all this month. So you've only got like 12 days. 25% off, so that's, you know, it's quite a saving. Because they are very big kits. You get a lot for your money. So if you've seen something in them that I've used that's in one of the other kits and you think you might at some point be tempted, now would be a good time. It was only that one that was rounded. I might do them all because I'm going to fold them, so I might have to make them smaller, might I? Let's move some junk. I may well come back. I'm going to use the big one, I think. I may well come back and colour in somehow the back of those. So I'm not going to ink it. I'll use a little one there. Yeah, quite like that. So that hinge has got a bit of a pretty, that's more of a postcard shape, isn't it? Did I not fold that very well? Yeah, it will be inked, which will make that white disappear, but I might stencil it with one of the other stencils and some pretty inks, so I won't do that now. Are you in? You are. I didn't glue it closed down down the centre. You fool. Well, the sari silk is keeping it closed, so right, are you going to, it's gone well down. I like that stamp. Let's see if we can put it on that side. It'll be on show more. Yeah, that's it. Where did the other one go then? Maybe should have folded it this way and then trimmed it again. That might have been the thing to do. Yes, look, probably on the trimmer as well, because cutting, yeah, see how it moves when you cut two pieces. It's a fool's game trying to stop it. It just doesn't work. That's the beauty of the trimmer. To some degree it does hold it. That's it. Nice and straight. I can't believe how long we've been doing this. I'm not gonna get much decorating done at this rate. Let's try. Okay. Oh, that one's got a green stamp the same, look. Huh. Same side is what I mean. Bound to be, aren't they? Because it's a postcard and it's top right. Don't know why you don't want to sit, because I'm going too close to that sari edge. Didn't want to go in, but it's in, and they're not showing. Lovely. It's got a nice weight to it now, starting to feel like a tag booklet. Did I put pockets on the inside of there on the other one? Let's have a look. I didn't, but I think it's an ideal spot for some. If I had some cut out, I would do it now. Yeah, so some pockets in there would be brilliant. Just want to cover that up though while I'm thinking about it. So what have we got here? It's quite a big one, isn't it? Memories. Does that blend in? This and that. I'm wondering if I rip some of it and ink it, and to distress it a little bit, it might just look like part of the actual, yeah, like there, yeah, collage. It's all very quiet downstairs. I think it might be done and dusted. Probably enjoying the peace and quiet while I'm up here. Okay, that's it. It was just annoying me that upside, you know, it was a big piece of writing to be upside down. So what did I do tag wise there? I don't know why I keep looking at this one, but so I didn't have any on that. I just had a label, and then I had a tuck there. I might do it the other way around. I might leave that there for writing on and just have a label. And I just had a tag tuck on there. I wonder if one of these would be a nice place for this. It's a bit big, isn't it? You're quite a biggie. I think I'll just put it back in the box with the Memory of Meadows stuff, because I'm going to do the other kits. Like I say, when these ladies have finished showing you them all. I like that green against that. I'm not sure if it's thick enough. It is. That was a sudden change of heart, wasn't it? So it's just going down as a tuck, and just remembered it's not having anything that strong in it. I'm going in a little bit there, so it's not, oops, not on the edge. Yeah, I like that with that. And it might just be paper in it. That's journaling, so we're just going to put a couple of matching. We're going green again. What have we got? Journal, and I don't want my diary. Memories and journal I like. Let's put those on then. If we're going to go green, we'll go green. Now I didn't stencil there, did I? Because I said that's where the pocket was going. I quite like them down there. Let's put them down there. Oh, he's on the move. I can hear him bringing the dustbin up the drive. assuming that means he's all done. Well, I must admit I haven't heard him hoovering the car. Maybe he's just about to start. Who knows? A little bit of white still left on that one. Right, where are these from? These are from A Memory of the Meadows kits. I think these are from the number 3 kit as well. The elements, I think, from Nanine's kit, from Nanine's Etsy. But there are lots of words on both sets of kits, in all their kits, I think. Okay, so we've got a tag there. Did we put one on the back one? We didn't, did we? Oh, what about this really bright? It's the same as the back page, isn't it? We'll go with that one then. Ooh. No, that one. I like that. I don't know why I say that, because I like them all really. I think what I meant was I like that one there. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. I've got it quite close to my face there so I can see what I'm doing. So there should be a new, hopefully a new journal starting. That's so beautiful. On what day are you seeing this? Thursday? Friday, hopefully. Should be starting a new, completely new journal. Looking forward to that. If all my plans come together, you just never know with me, do you? Oh, we want something in those front 2 big pockets, don't we? Where is my... And I was thinking just some folded up paper, but obviously not too big or too thick. Was there some thinner pieces in here? I just... No. That's pretty, but it's not thin. Envelope. No, they're all pieces, but isn't that lovely? What does it look like against that though? It might be a bit too much. Wow, do you feel like you're lost in the jungle? Isn't that, I mean, that is beautiful paper, isn't it? So do I want this in? Or do I want this in? Or do I want this in? Or do we just want some of that? Let me just cut some writing paper up and see what we think. Oh, forgot about that. That was the reason why we weren't using it. And I was just thinking that would make a lovely, you know, flap round that way. But it's gonna oh, it's gone straight in the middle of it though. It might become a feature. What do we think? Let's have a look. Oh, it might be big enough without it. No, it won't be big enough without it. Let's take the cream off the edge, well, those 2 edges. I like this corner because it's got that lovely. So what do we want lengthwise? It's being folded over, Denise, isn't it? Excuse me while my brain catches up with my fingers. That's it. Don't be moving on me. Come on, be kind. Right, now, sorry Chopper, this is where I offend you greatly. How big's the not too wide, is it? So let's go into there. Like that. And then just take a smidge off that side. And see if all my calculating has created the right shaped piece. Yes, it has. That is what I was thinking, just something that shape in there. tad too long. Okay, I won't do it with scissors, even though it would be quicker because it's a doubled over piece. That's it. How much do I take off? I'm going to lose all that lovely piece that I like. Took a fair bit off, I think. Now, right, I couldn't decide whether to do that on the top corner, but I think I'm going to take a quarter circle out of the top corner, and that will give it a, you know, sort of a hinged look, if you know what I mean. Out, I think. Depends if I can get it accurate. It wouldn't, I couldn't fold it over and do it, it would musical, not too bad. Yeah, it would have busted the punch. It's like a vest or a t-shirt. Now if I took a chunk out of there, it would be a vest, wouldn't it? Ever so slightly deeper there. Funny noise. Spring noise. Yeah, that's better, I think. We've made our own hinged tag, and it's even got a little pretty bit on the inside that we can't really explain. At least it's the kit. Okay. On the back. So let's do the same again. Doing it quicker, so I don't know. Oh, a bit further down there. How accurate it is. That is not a circle. I think we got it that time. Oh, the bottoms. Oh, there's a bit of that pretty corner left on there. Can you see it? That's what was on about the green in the corner. It's very nice. The vest tag. That's what it is. With a hidden picture. Here you go, come on. Well, I don't know why you're being so awkward. You bent over for some reason. Bend back. That's it. If you're going to bend, bend outwards. Lovely. Yeah, so there is some journaling space as well as... Oh, that one's not because it's all prettified. I was thinking, why is that plain and that one's not? We don't want anything else on it, do we? That might be nice. Look, I haven't got time to cut it out. That would be nice on there, wouldn't it? So what we're going to have on the front, because obviously the inside needs a lot more. I did like that notes one, but the other one had notes on it. So shall we go with field notes? Let's go with field notes. So yeah, the inside needs some butterflies, some birds, some flowers, some lace, but that is not going to happen today because I faffed about, I think. That's all fingers and thumbs. I don't really like it down there. I'm going to put it down there again. So yeah, you might see it on one of the finish off, if we do a finish off video, because I've got a few bits that are very nearly finished and not quite. So maybe we will do it then, embellish it then, because next Thursday, I believe there's another Thursday, isn't there? Yeah, there is. I want to work on the actual journal that's got the topper on it, filling it, and yeah, doing what we do best, embellishing it, making it gorgeous. So some more of these tags will probably end up in here. There's a couple here. Oh, we want some in there, don't we? Look. double tags going on. Where's the other one? Yeah. You know, we want something on here. We've got this lovely frieze from one of the kits, and that I said I haven't got time to cut out. Yeah, there's loads of things, and then that page of butterflies and birds to decorate it all up with. Maybe some more decoration on the outside as well. But that's the basic model of what I did with it. So those are the 4 things that I did with that one kit. And yeah, you'll see all the bits and pieces to it next Thursday when we work on the journal for an hour. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have stayed with me, thank you so much through all my fumbling, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for more fun. Have a lovely day, and bye for now.